I think it's going to be an all-out war.
Which is why it's a good fight.
What Nick Ball's great at doing is pressure.
Yeah, Figueroa does have power. He's got pop.
I can make cases for both winning it.
What's Ball's game plan?
Outwork him after 3 or 4 rounds.
See, my head has got both of them. It's just the heart says Nick Ball.
I had a horrible feeling that Figueroa might win this.
85.7% for Nick Ball.
And if Nick Ball can unleash some super duper uppercut, and Figueroa's got a big body, Nick Ball can target that.
Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're looking at the up-and-coming fight between Nick Ball and Brandon Figueroa. Taking place on the 7th of February 2026 at the Echo Arena in Liverpool, UK. It's going to be shown on DAZN in the US and the UK. And it is for Nick Ball's belt. Which one does he have? WB. It's featherweight, isn't it?
You've not done your homework on this.
I have, but I haven't written it down. Yeah, WBA, that's the one. You haven't put it up on the thing here, have they? They normally have the world title on, but he's got his... they haven't even got his ranking on the WBA. He's the champion, so there's a mistake. That's what's confused me. Anyway, yeah, let's start with a tail of the tape. So, Nick Ball has a record of 23 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, 24 fights in total. He's got 13 wins by KO. He's age 28. He's 5'2" tall, 157 centimeters. He's got a 65-inch reach, 165 centimeters. This is taking place at featherweight. So it's 126 pounds, 57.2 kilo limit. And he fights at an orthodox stance. Brandon Figueroa has a record of 26 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 29 fights in total, 19 wins by KO. He's age 29. He's 5'9", 175 centimeters tall, and he's got a 72-inch reach, 184 centimeters. And he also fights out of an orthodox stance. So this is a little bit of little and large.
Yeah. Tough fight, this.
Yeah. His Figueroa's only losses against Stephen Fulton, who I think is his number. Both at, I think, a super bantamweight and...
Close fight them as well.
Yeah.
The only thing is Figueroa loves to target the body. So he might have to get on his knees to target Nick Ball's body and get really low.
Well, they both have quite an aggressive come forward style, both of them. It's a different one, because one is obviously the shorter fighter usually, and one is the taller fighter.
Figueroa is good at getting low.
Obviously he's... I
think it's going to be an all-out war.
Yeah, which is why it's a good fight. Because both of them are forward-coming aggressive fighters.
I don't think Figueroa's got in his arsenal just to jab and move, which...
It's not his style.
It's not his style, but I don't know whether that would work against Nick Ball unless you had some serious power.
Figueroa does have power. He's got pop. I'm not sure he's one-punch artist, but he has got pop. Yeah. Because he's got quite a lot of KOs in that. In 19. If you think 24 wins, he's got 19 by KO. He's like 73%, as opposed to 56.5, which is Nick Ball's. So I think he's got the huge levers. Yeah. He's 184 centimeter reach, 72.5-inch reach. It's a frame. And it is how he wins quite a lot of fights.
Body shots, though.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal
Which is
body
weird.
puncher.
How might not get to the...
Phenomenal body puncher.
Because I don't think his technique is necessarily... He's not the most skilled in technique, but...
He's aggressive, come
forward fighter.
You know what I mean? I don't know whether he's got the power in a jab alone just to keep Nick Ball off.
Well, the interesting one in this one is who's going to be the aggressor more, because they're both aggressive. I think Nick Ball's probably got a little bit of the advantage in boxing skill.
I don't know.
But it's the problem in this, I don't think it's going to come down to boxing skill. It might be a bit like
what Nick Ball's great at doing is pressure.
Yeah, but that's what Figueroa's game is usually as well. So it's intriguing because you're thinking, well, it depends on who comes out on top of whose pressure is going to be the greater to put the other one on the back foot. Because I'm not sure either of them are that great back foot fighters.
I don't know whether Nick Ball can take a backward step, can he?
And Figueroa isn't exactly a back foot fighter either. And like you said, even in those defeats, he was the one applying the pressure. It's just Fulton can box on the back foot. He has got that skill and has managed to get him. But they were both close fights, his 2 fights against him. I mean, the second one less, but the first one was it was pretty damn close. One of the judges had a draw. The second one, I think, was a bit closer, but yeah. A bit further apart.
I think this could be Nick Ball's toughest fight, or it could be one of his easiest fights.
Mm-hmm. Explain.
Either Figueroa is absolutely made for him, and they go toe to toe, and Nick Ball will just love it. And he's a pocket rocket, isn't he? His nickname is the
Well, if he allows him in, I think you're playing to Nick Ball's game.
He's got a great engine.
Yeah. And I think this could come down to engine, heart, and conditioning, and just who's got the greater will not to give up.
Figueroa, I think what Nick Ball will do here as well, I reckon he'll be working on an uppercut, because when Figueroa comes in, he comes in like ice.
Yeah, he's not the most defensively responsible.
And if Nick Ball can unleash some super duper uppercuts, and Figueroa's got a big body, Nick Ball can target that. I think this could be his toughest fight to date.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it?
I think it's going to be a tough fight.
I'm glad that he's fighting someone like Figueroa, because I think Nick Ball's had a bit of criticism for his last few fights of they haven't been the names that people have wanted. But, he fought Sam Goodman, who was undefeated, was meant to be fighting in a way.
You say that, but you go through and think, there's Rey Vargas.
I know, this is what I'm saying. He has fought that.
Raymond Ford. The only one who's probably a little bit less is Ronnie Rios. And then you got Dehaney, who is, all right, he's stepping up in weight, but still, it's a good, well-conditioned.
But this one,
Sam Goodman was rated at, all right, he stepped up in weight, but again, and all of those fights were quite close. Apart from Ronnie Rios.
Like I say, I haven't got a problem with it, but I think a lot of people have.
Yeah, I don't think that criticism is fair, to be honest.
No, I don't think it's fair. But this is why I think someone like a Figueroa,
I mean,
it's a big name. And
he's been world champion as well.
Been world champion. Good name for Nick Ball. Tall, rangy fighter. Aggressive. Yeah,
you can't make a case that he's taking an easy fight, because
this is not an easy fight.
Pretty close. And the thing is, I think I also think this is like a warm up for like an Espinoza or the other guys in there, because obviously Ball is a smaller one. Warm up for Espinoza.
I wouldn't call it a warm up.
Yeah.
Look, it's in Liverpool.
It's a risky warm up.
That is an advantage for Nick being in Liverpool. You say, is the size going to make a difference? I mean, everyone he fights.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, isn't it? But the king of this division is Espinoza, or that highest rated. This is like a good. Yeah, if you can get over Figueroa, you've got done a game plan. All right, I think Espinoza is better than Figueroa, but I think most people would say that. But then you can start looking at unification. But I don't think he's had. I don't think there's a strong case to say he's had easy fights. I think they've all been, the resume is quite good up from there, from Vargas and Woods.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be a really entertaining fight, this. I really do think it's going to be an entertaining fight. I can make cases for both winning it.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't we do that? Make the one for what's Ball's game plan?
Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
Come forward. Smash him up. Outwork him. After 3 or 4 rounds.
think go to his body, isn't it, and slow him down.
Yeah.
And he's got a big body and balls are smaller.
Yeah.
So if he can stop Figueroa targeting his body so much, I think he can flip that into his advantage. Target Figueroa's. I think there's instead of head hunting, I think it's a body, slow him down, punish him, and just wear out his gas tank, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I think you had a good chance of getting him to making it his fight rather than fighting for Figueroa's fight.
But they both fight the same way, really, don't
Yeah.
they? Who's got the better engine?
Tough to tell. Because you've never really seen Figueroa out on it and no ball out on it.
Power?
And ball has probably Figueroa in the one punch. In number of punching, I think probably both of them have a high punch output though as well. Although I'd probably give that to ball. But I think in one punch power, because Figueroa's just got the levers.
Yeah.
He's just got the levers and he's got the higher knockout percentage. But I don't think he's a one punch artist. It's a wearing you down.
It's Nick Bolo, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously he's got the reach
I was going to say,
the height.
Yeah, but I was going to
That's
say
obvious.
Like footwork and skill. I don't think that's going to come into it.
Well, footwork and skill, I would say Nick Ball, but not by a huge amount. But I think he's got a bit more. But I'm not sure. I agree with you. I'm not sure that's relevant in this fight because I don't think it's going to be a highly technical fight. I think it's more
going to be a scrap.
Yeah, and it's who's got the bigger heart. I don't know who's got the bigger engine. I don't know. Well, it's who's got the.
It's like Ferrari versus.
I think the skill will be balanced by the size difference. So it's equal.
Ferrari versus Lamborghini, innit?
Yeah. It's who's going to implement their style. Who's going to make it their kind of fight. And it's whether Nick can pull that in and or home advantage gives them that little bit. That's what I was going to say. Is home advantage going to make the big difference? Slightly. I think that will be the bit. But I only think a little bit of advantage for Nick Bull.
Think there'll be a stoppage?
Nah, they haven't been stopped before.
I know.
But we've had some this weekend, haven't we? Where people haven't expected them to be stopped. I could see one because if they work at the relentless pace, I think you get to like around 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, where they could be basically they're just out on their legs. So it's whoever lands one and then they can lands a few punches, could get them out there. Yeah, I could see that as well, what you're right now. you can bring that up. They could neutralize each other.
It's going to be epic, isn't it?
Yeah. I
genuinely think that if you're a...
Do you know how disappointed we're going to be if they go into the shells? But I don't think they're the kind of
personality
that will.
A boxing aficionado, this ain't going to be for you. I don't think.
You got to switch off your technical part and go for entertainment.
I think these two are going to stand in middle ring. And go for each other, hell for leather. The only way you see this getting stopped is a retirement on the stool.
Mm-hmm. I can corner pull them out.
But
referee jumping
I've just wrote in big letters there. I wouldn't be surprised at a draw.
Yeah.
I think it could be, and this is where the home advantage might come in, might sway the judges, possibly. I think every round's going to be super, super close.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be maybe who's the aggressor out the two. Oh, right, you say they're both aggressive, but there's always one that's that little bit more aggressive, isn't
there? You can see this going like this, innit? One round goes to one.
Yeah.
Then the second one edges the other one. Then the third one edges the other one. And you can see it being going to and fro.
One of them could completely surprise you.
Yeah.
And go in there with a boxing tactic.
Yeah.
And shock them. Because that'd play with their head. Or I don't.
Well, the thing is this: the boxing plan, if you're going to work out, is what basically Fulton did to Figueroa.
Yeah.
So there is a plan for Nick Bull, but can he contain his instincts?
But I do think
to do that for 12 rounds.
Is a good I think Figueroa's a really good boxer as well.
Yeah. He is, but I think Nick Ball does have a bit more.
Okay.
But the problem is with Nick Ball, I think, is can he contain his natural instincts to box for 12 rounds? And the other problem is his difference of Fulton to Figueroa was less difference than Ball is today. And Fulton is a back foot fighter more naturally. I don't think Ball is, and it's whether he can pull that game off, or it is going to be a toe-to-toe contest, and then it's just a war of attrition. Who's got the bigger heart? Who's got the bigger thing? Or it'll just be one going to one, and then the other to one and to the other, which will be a great fight to watch. Just a bit more, if you're favouring one or the other, then it's not as easy to pick.
Okay.
Because I think that Figueroa's chances, that is the user's range, so he can keep him a little bit of range, but hit him from there. But he likes to be in the phone box.
Oh.
It's whether he can, but because obviously he's got the height and reach advantage, which should give him, you can keep him, it's quite hard to keep Nick Ball off, but you can keep him off for a bit. So you could edge every round by being aggressive and two, putting them a little bit back. Whereas obviously Nick Ball's got a harder time to do that the other way round. But he's relentless, so it's quite a tough call.
Tough fight, this one, isn't it?
And obviously he's a Scouse man, so we're
biased
a little
bit. Is there any predictions?
Yeah, let's go. We can do the odds first.
Yeah.
Go on, what are you guessing? The odds are actually a bit wider than I would have thought.
I reckon Nick Ball's huge favourite. Well, not huge favourite, but favourite by
1 to 5, minus 500. That's a bit higher than I expected. And it's 3 to 1, plus 300 on Brandon Figueroa for an
3
upset.
to 1?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's wider than I would think.
Yeah.
And on the predictions, it's 85.7% for Nick Ball and 14.3% for Brandon Figueroa. And it's near enough 43% for Nick Ball decision and 43% KO. And it's 14.3% for decision for Brandon Figueroa. So nobody's got a KO the other way.
Okay. Interesting.
Which I find a bit weird. The things, obviously, there's people who haven't watched Brandon Figueroa fights because.
Or are we just hyping up Brandon Figueroa too much? Because if you look at his resume.
Well, he has been a world champion again. And like I said, the only person who's really got better of him was Stephen Fulton.
And I picked Figueroa to beat Fulton as well.
But he's beaten likes of Neri and Co and everybody. Yeah. So he's not like, he's got quite a good, probably not as good in the last few fights, but then it's Fulton, like he's had twice. Carlos Castro, who's beaten Magsayo, Magdaleno.
Again,
Gonzalez,
not huge names, though, are
but not as big as they come over on the other side. So this is could potentially be the best person he's ever fought.
Okay.
If you don't say Fulton is that level. So
it's going to be a great fight either way. It's going to be a great fight. And yeah.
Well, the thing is, they are kindred spirits. Essentially, they are the same. One's the tall version of the other guy's short version, the relentless forward-coming fighter. It's which one you favour on that side, isn't it? Obviously, Nick Ball hasn't been beaten, so it's...
Who do you favour?
Nick Ball, a little bit. But I could see a result the other way as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd have it like 51% for Nick Ball, 49% for Figueroa. But by decision for both, not by...
Okay.
Although I can see a KO, because if they fight at the pace like what they normally do and they get to about the 10th, 11th round, I can see one of them gassing out.
Make your prediction, baby. It's hard, isn't it? Do you go with the bookies and the predictions, or do you go with your own thing? Because you go with the bookies and predictions, what we're saying, it's quite wide off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not sure I go with their predictions. I'm not sure Nick Ball KO is 43% KO percentage is right. I think that's a bit like out there. And not against Nick Ball. I just don't think Figueroa's it's that relentless one is give up machine. But in a toe-to-toe contest, if you actually say what we do, then KO is more likely.
Yeah.
So, it is over 12 rounds, isn't it? So I'm going to give it Nick Ball 10th round.
Oh, what a shout.
I'm going to want to stick.
Nick Ball 10.
I need to do some funky ones to catch up with you. 10th KO. Oh, no, I can see it being the other way as well. So, go on, what's your thoughts? I was hoping you were going to go first, and I was just going to pick the other guy. You put me on the spot.
I had a horrible feeling that Figueroa might win this.
Yeah, well, I've got a little bit. I could see him doing it. See, my head has got both of them. It's just the heart says Nick Ball. So I've gone with the Nick Ball side.
I don't think Figueroa has come across anyone like Nick Ball before.
It
basically sounds like I've just, I've been big in Figueroa up and stuff, but I don't think he's fought anyone like Nick Ball before with the relentless pressure of Nick Ball. And I think that's going to break Figueroa down. I can see a draw, but not. But me saying a draw is going to be boring. So I'll go for. Let me just have a look. Does the ring one? There's the bell. Round 1, round 2, round 4, round 5, round 6. Always got him hurt in round 7. It's over in round 8.
Okay. Who?
Nick Ball wins round 8.
Okay.
Because he got him hurt in the 7th. Wobbled him with a headshot after targeting the body.
You could see all. I mean, I think if it being equal, I think that the one what you wrote down, the draw is probably the one I would see, and it'll go like one round one way, one round another one. It'll just swing, because they'll just come out for the round a little bit ahead and be a bit more aggressive, and then it'll go back and then it'll go forth.
I wouldn't like to be a judge.
6-6 easy on this.
Would not like to be a judge in this fight.
No,
I'd be interested to see what our scorecards are going to look like after this fight.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where the home advantage.
Because we always disagree on scorecards.
Yeah,
we always do.
Go for a scorecard would be interesting. We'll have to. Well, if it gets the whole way, we'll. Although we predicted KOs now.
Yeah.
But, to be honest, I could see it either way.
And look,
I could see Figueroa pull off an upset here as well.
We're going to back Nick Ball. He's literally 2 miles away from us.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said it's the heart.
Well, actually, as the crow flies, it's a mile away from us.
And I think the recent resume, he's got slightly
better
results.
So we're going to back him. A little wrecking ball.
But yeah, I think on the night it comes down to who's got the better game plan. I think game plan might probably go out the window as well. Unless somebody's got a fantastic game plan and they stick to it. I think it's more going to be who's got the bigger heart, who's got the better engine, and then they can stick it out to the end. And it's probably going to be a points decision. But I'm not sure it's going to be clear. So,
okay.
But I'll stick by the KO.
You stick by that. Because you need to catch up with me because I'm winning.
I know, so I need to make some of these
so basically,
ones.
For the new year, I am...
You're ahead by a mile.
2-0, 3-0 up.
2 or 3-0 up. How many fights have we had?
And we've got 20 grand on it.
Have we?
We have now. If he starts coming back, that bet's off.
No, we don't make bets on it. We've got to try and be neutral. So
yeah,
but you're winning. I think you've won every year anyway, so I shouldn't really. To be fair, we'll work out 2025. Actually, we'll work it out.
Yeah, we will. But I win the outrageous ones.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think at one point we were getting all of them right between us.
Yeah.
Apart from Saras is the only one we got wrong in
we definitely 2024. Got that one wrong.
But I think everybody got that wrong. So we had Mungia hyped up. I think other than that, I think 2024 we got near enough everyone correct between the two of us. And a lot of the times we pick the same person, so it's not like this one I could see as being wrong, but we'll see.
Good luck, Nick Ball.
Look forward to it. But I mean,
come and have a chat with us. Come and join us in here. You're only across the way.
As world champion.
Bring your belts.
Yeah.
I know he's been visiting the amateur boxing gym next week. The local
We'd love
boxing
to
gym.
be on as world champion. Tell us how you beat Brandon Figueroa. We both predicted you, so
Yeah, definitely.
let us know your thoughts. Cool. Assuming he comes through this, you think it's unification time? I think that division does need.
Well, in a way,
Because, yeah, well, I think in a way, the problem is, in a way, I think they're trying to make Nakatani in a way in May. So there's time to unify, let's be honest. So because they're all calling them out, right? So there's Espinoza, Leo. We've said this before. Fulton's moved out in it. So who's the, that's vacant, isn't it? Oh no, Shushu Carrington is fighting for that, isn't it?
yeah.
We've done the video for that, yeah. So WBC is going to take. So then there's there's quite a lot of good fighters. I think some unification needs to go on in that division, and then the one who can unify has more than one should call out in a way when he gets there, if he comes up.
Good luck.
Because obviously that's a huge money fight for whoever.
Good luck.
Yeah. So good luck to both. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully,
good luck to both, but we're back
obviously
in
we're supporting our local fighter. But more, I want it to be as epic as we built it up to be.
Yeah.
More epic than we built it up to be. So if it's a boring fight, we're going to look like.
Yeah.
But on past history, you would expect it to be how the way they fight and do it should be really epic. So keep an eye out for it, watch along and do. I don't think the undercard makes too much sense, so we'll leave it on that one. We've done our predictions. Yeah, and then I think the winner of this fight see some unification, whoever it is.
Definitely.
Hopefully Nick Ball, and then we can see. And like I said, it's a warm-up fight for Espinoza. And I'm usually wrong, so hopefully I'll be right for once. Cool. Thank you for watching and listening. Like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know your thoughts on this fight. Brandon Figueroa fans, Nick Ball fans, what do you think of this? What do you think what's going to happen? What do you think of what the result's going to be? Who would you like to see the winner fight next? And also follow us on our Instagram at Genuine Fake Boxing. Follow us on our TikTok at Genuine Fake Boxing. We will also be bringing out the X soon and a few other platforms, but follow us on those. We've got reasonable momentum on there. And we shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much.
Cheers.